Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Aries. How are you guys this week, Aries? Hope all is well. So I'm going to put three overall energy cards at the top of this reading. Aries. Does Aries need to know? Any aspect of your life, Aries, that you're most focused on? Yeah, so I see control, Aries, and I see joy and stability and changing focus. Oh, that's interesting. It actually fits because I feel it's an energy of letting go of control, so more abundance come in. Okay, it's an energy of not repeating that. If you are someone who, it doesn't have to be yourself. It could be another person around you, but it's about not repeating that tendencies to try to control, to bring in more joy and stability. It's also an energy of changing focus. Okay. Some of you may be focusing on something too much. It's time to just change your focus. Okay. Because right in the center is joy and stability. Yeah. So it's about letting go of control, allowing more abundance to come in. Yeah, it's about seeing. Somebody may be failing to see that they're kind of controlling. Okay. Yeah, but often, I gotta be honest with Aries energy. The control energy is often an energy of someone who actually does focus. Okay, somebody who sees the need to take control of a situation. So it's all how you look at it. It's all about perspective, I feel here. Yeah, Aries, there it is. So there's some kind of choice, maybe a life path decision. Yeah, so I feel there's been some obstacles, challenges, things to overcome. But see, it's about overcoming them. So if there are challenges and obstacles, okay, somebody here may be very focused, trying to take control of a situation to overcome it. Okay, taking something to the next level. There could be some obstacles. I actually feel a lot of it has to do with just choices, making the right choice here. Yeah, so there's that Knight of Wands energy. Could be yourself, another person. It's an energy of someone who has a tendency to rush into things and then back out because it becomes too much pressure. So there could be a lot of pressure. But because joy and stability here is, I actually feel maybe just changing your focus a little bit, okay? Or having to focus on something to overcome it. Because we know Aries is often someone who doesn't like to give up. So it's about, because I do see the Knight of Wands is a person who rushes in head on, very, very enthusiastic and just goes after it, you see, kind of attacking it, just going for it, focusing on it. But I feel the message is to try to change your focus, especially if you're feeling pressure or there's someone around you. Maybe you're having some maybe arguments or fights, the challenge. It's an energy of challenging, but I see someone facing some challenges right on, head on here. But it's about the pressure, okay? Yeah, so there we have the Magician. So it has to do with manifesting. Okay, someone here who has all the tools, the information to manifest. So it's telling you, you have everything you need. Okay, to manifest, to overcome obstacles and challenges. It could be any aspect of your life with a partner, okay, job situations. But I feel it also has to do with trying to avoid conflict, okay? So, yeah, someone may be feeling a little bit under pressure here. And we have a single person, someone enjoying the fruits of their labor. So some of you, it's because you're single. It's telling you actually have all the tools you need. You have everything you need to overcome obstacles, to manifest, okay? This is about manifesting life here. Yeah, also possibly creative pursuits, using some of that creative energy, staying focused. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is a person who's enjoying the fruits of their labor because they've stayed focused, overcome some obstacles. But now we have a single person. This is someone here who, someone here is not very happy, I feel. Yeah. And there we have. So it has to do with that passion, something creative possibly, someone who's really passionate about a situation. Now it does look like for some of you, there's some kind of choice, maybe a choice between two. Okay. I feel it has to do with possibly if there is conflict, because this could be other people. Maybe it's about picking sides here. It's also an energy of a single person choosing the one. Someone needs to let go of a little bit of control here, okay? Because it looks like something kind of got out of control. Yeah, someone may have lost control. Let's have a look at the 8. Yeah, so there is definitely 7 of Cups, which tells me someone is looking at all the possibilities here, okay? Maybe how something will play out. Yeah, it's an energy of fantasizing, making choices. It's often procrastinating. Sometimes procrastinating is, it's not generally, it's generally not an Aries energy, but you just never know. So there's a decision, some kind of judgment. See, someone needs to make some kind of a decision. Now, the focus is, I feel it's not just changing focus. It's about overcoming obstacles by changing focus. But it's about focusing on, I feel, the right path, the right choice. So there's definitely a decision. I definitely can see a possible reconciliation for some of you, reconciling, overcoming obstacles and challenges. But somebody here rushed in headlong. They rushed in. Okay, so it may have actually created some kind of conflict here. Yeah, so there we have the 9 of Cups, being cautious, someone being careful what they wish for. See, someone didn't get something they wanted. Now, this is often a person, if they don't get what they want, they often, kind of create, I feel, challenges. It looks like a lot of drama here. So someone didn't get what they wanted. Now, there could be a person around you who tried to manipulate to get what they want. So watch that energy. Yeah. I almost feel like this is an energy of someone around you. Let's have a look at the 2 of Wands. Oops. I do see a Sag energy here. I do see maybe a Virgo energy, Taurus, Capricorn. Let's have a look at the 2 of Wands. Why is this here? Yeah. So there's definitely an energy of a choice. Somebody made a choice and a situation ended painfully. Okay. So it's about choosing. I feel there's some kind of choice here that somebody made the wrong choice. Someone made a bad decision. So I feel a situation ended painfully here. But it's also telling you that a painful situation in your life may be over, that you could overcome. Because I actually feel it has to do with overcoming, being cautious, being careful what you wish for, looking at how something may play out, kind of looking ahead, I feel is what it's saying. Yeah, let's have a look at the 5 of Wands. Yeah, so there's definitely how someone conducts themselves. Okay, this could be some kind of an agreement. It could be a job opportunity. Okay, it does look like somebody made a bad choice. They never got what they wanted, but it looks like it's because someone manipulated. They tried to manipulate. So we have a person who's now single. Somebody here, I feel, has been kind of left in single mode because they didn't make a choice. They procrastinated. Now somebody has gone off on a new path. I feel like we have a person who rushed in and backed out. It's how they conducted themselves. It's the way someone conducts themselves. They create drama. But it's also a form of manipulating. Okay, so it has to do with the way someone's behaving. And it could be a contract, a negotiation, could be a divorce situation or some kind of an agreement. Okay, challenges with an agreement here. Yeah, there we have, someone being a little sneaky here. See, they rushed in, rushed out. Now, it's often looked as player energy, but it's a person who's determined to win, so they manipulate. Pay attention to anything you're signing right now, okay? If it's a divorce or some kind of agreement of any kind, okay? Yeah. But I also see a decision where somebody didn't have faith. Someone didn't have faith in someone. Now, it's possible maybe somebody wasn't faithful. Okay. Yeah. But it really looks like a person rushed in, felt pressured. Somebody here, I feel, manipulated to try to win. They were determined to win, but they never got what they wanted. You see, someone didn't get something they wanted. If they don't get what they want, they find a way to manipulate to get what they want. Yeah. 6 of Wands energy. Yeah, see, it's an energy where a situation was not successful. Somebody's ego, pride may have gotten in the way. So, but I also see a contract negotiation, planning and preparing for success. So just be very careful of any kind of manipulation. Okay, just really watch anyone around you because it's like this manifesting. Now, the magician is often it's an energy of a person who's very creative. They actually have the tools they need to overcome. But I feel someone chose the path of manipulating. Okay, so be very careful of that energy right now. Definitely some Sag energy. Doesn't mean the person's a Sagittarius, it's just the energy. But the Six of Wands tells me a situation was not successful and it ended painfully because of someone's decision. Yeah. Let's have a look at the Magician. This is a, contracts, negotiation, planning, preparing. It looks like there's a decision of planning for, the best, planning for the best. Looking at the facts, the figures, the details. It's hoping for the best, planning for the worst. That's what it looks like here. So take that as it resonates. See, it has to do with marriage and commitment, someone's financial foundation. But in the end, it has to do with someone. Now, it could be a person who's trying to manipulate a situation for positive means. Because often we get a person who, it has to do with the Seven of Swords, someone who's determined to win. Okay, someone's trying to win, but their ego and pride's getting in the way. You see? So they chose to manipulate. But I feel it has to do with marriage, commitment, someone's financial foundations, but yet there's a reason to celebrate at the end of this. It has to do with choosing this path, choosing the one. Yeah. Let's have a look at this, 9. It's an energy of someone who looks out for themselves. Okay? So it could be just telling you to look out for yourself, to pay attention. Okay? It has to do, with somebody being single. It has to do with whether a relationship is long-term, whether it'll be successful. But again, it's about planning for it, hoping for the best, planning for the worst. It looks like a prenup to do with a house and a home before committing. Yeah, someone's trying to figure something out here. And it also is preparing for when you're single, looking out for yourself. So it does look like it's, this could be a divorce situation, but it looks more like a couple people coming together, choosing that path, going down this path, taking it to the next level. Now, it's often with some people, it's a person who maybe would rather be single. They don't really want to get married, so they're trying to put obstacles in the way here. It's a person who often runs away when it's time to take it to the next level. Yeah, 9 of Wands. So there it is. See, choosing the one. It's about someone figuring out what it is they want, what makes them happy, what fulfills them emotionally, marriage and commitment. See, it's what I say. It's planning for, chaos, conflict, if things don't work out. That's why it feels like a prenup before connecting, before taking it to the next level. But I definitely feel 2 scenarios. I feel some of you may be taking a situation to the next level, but it has to do with being fair. It has to do with being balanced. Now, there is a possibility there is some kind of competition, somebody competing, okay, some kind of competition here. With somebody here making a choice, who's the one, who's the right person. That is one scenario. But I feel this planning for the worst, or planning for the, it's so hard to articulate verbally. Preparing for if things aren't successful, if it's not long term. But see, this is someone's pride. Now, this is the energy of a person planning and preparing. Something is being prepared, but someone may be trying to be sneaky. So it's telling you to really watch that, okay? Yeah. But, it's just a person who's determined to win. But, and like I say, there's someone who could be manipulating here. It looks like someone who's a runner. For most of you, with the manipulation scenario, I'm getting this vibe of somebody who runs away when it's time to take it to the next level. And they ended up not getting what they want because they manipulated. So it's somebody who's ended up single. But it's also a person who's planning ahead, looking out for themselves in case they end up single. That's why I feel there's 2 scenarios. There it is, 2 of Cups. See, 2 people putting all their cups on the table, sharing their feelings, what makes them happy, what they like, what they don't like. Okay, but it has to, I feel we have 2 people who need to be on the same page. So for some of you, it's about being on the same page to do with habits, lifestyle. So there's some kind of negotiation or agreement. Okay, so there's definitely a negative energy here for some of you. It all depends on your situation. But it almost looks like it's something that happened because somebody made a bad choice. Now, it could have been someone who had other options. See, someone was trying to control something here, and they lost control. It's an energy of someone, keeping their options open. But it's also an energy of confusion. Somebody trying to confuse somebody here. Yeah. Tell me about judgment. Yeah, I definitely feel there's something cooking there. So there's an energy of healing, releasing negative thoughts and energy, taking a break. Some of you could be on a break from someone. But I feel it has to do with, taking that little pause. Somebody is definitely pinned down by their thoughts. It's connected to this Five of Swords. Okay? So there's trust issues. It's energy of it's energy of someone not trusting somebody. Now, maybe it's because we have a person who was manipulated into getting married before. Okay, it could be anything. But it has to do with someone not trusting this will be long-term or successful because of something that's already happened is what it looks like. And it has to do with, I feel we have someone here who's going through a healing. Looks like an energy of a decision someone made. They were pinned down by their thoughts. But I feel that, because the judgment is a decision. It's judgment. It's also reconciliation. It could be someone reconciling with themselves and healing, pinning down by their thoughts. Someone's definitely manipulated a situation, and because of it, they never got what they wanted. But for others of you, there's definitely a beautiful energy of connecting, seeing eye to eye. This is where two people share their feelings, share what it is you like, what you don't like, what makes you happy. It's putting all the cups on the table. See, choosing the one, choosing the path. Someone here, I feel, in the energy of choosing to be single because of this. Because of maybe being manipulated into being married. Somebody may have been manipulated into being married at some point. So they have trust issues, but you got to watch out for people who play these mind games. Okay. Yeah, I definitely can see a Libra. I see Taurus. I see Sagittarius. Yeah. See, this is it's an energy of being careful what you wish for, but it's an energy of someone who I feel didn't get what they wanted. Now they're single. They're alone. So somebody made the wrong choice here. Because they could be connecting with their soulmate. But others of you, definitely I can see taking a relationship to the next level where two people put all those cups on the table and share your feelings. See, it's an energy of planning for the future. And like I say, it's about preparing, planning for hoping for the worst, preparing for when things go bad, when there's arguing, when there's fighting. And that's why it looks like a prenup for some of you, but it's about two people needing to get on the same page. I feel what's happened with some of you, you weren't on the same page. Now, maybe it's lifestyle, habits, okay, structure, routine, could be religious beliefs. But it's an interesting energy because, the Hierophant is generally rather neutral, okay? It's generally a neutral kind of energy. But it has to do with social structure, marriage, commitment, contracts. So let's have another look at that, see what comes up. Yeah, see? Yeah, there it is, the High Priestess. Somebody going within. Into me I see. It has to do with secrets. Someone may have had other options. They tried to control something. So it's an energy of a person who's not trusting that this is long term. Now, this is also telling you to trust your intuition. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Don't be afraid to question it, okay? If you feel like someone's manipulating you, or if you have trust issues, if you aren't trusting, okay, something here. See, this is the keeper of secrets, or maybe something inside a prenup, okay, or inside some kind of contract or negotiation. Someone's lost control here. Just be careful of anyone trying to manipulate, to try to get what they want. And I'm not saying it's the person where you're taking things forward. In fact, it feels like a whole other scenario. It's just too lovely down here. You see? It's just too lovely. And it's because we have a single person, someone who's just right. But it has to do with being fair, being balanced, choosing the one. So, yeah. There we have it. See, it's a person who drank their own tears, someone who kept their feelings to themselves. See, this is someone who kept a secret. They kept their feelings to themselves. They offered one little cup, nothing more. Has to do with generosity. Someone was hiding behind a mask. So yeah, so I feel it's just an energy of a person who, now also look at the sincerity. This is someone who manipulates, somebody who may not be sincere. But what it's really telling me is a person who, I feel we have a person who may have been manipulated into commitment before, maybe even marriage. And they're not about to get played again. You see? There's a little player energy, but it's like, you know, it's almost like we have a person, you know, see, there we have it. We have the King of Cups, somebody emotionally mature, available. Yeah, it's an energy of someone wearing their heart on their sleeve. Now, like I say, maybe you've had a situation in the past with someone who played mind games and manipulated. Okay? And then maybe this is yourself, looking out for yourself, looking out for number one, because of a situation that looks like that's happened before, whether it's you or this person. But see, we have an energy of someone who's very apprehensive. They're keeping something to themselves. It's a secret. Well, there's the secret. Some of you have a person who's definitely feeling the love here, definitely someone who doesn't want to be single. But I feel this is someone who may have been manipulated before. So I do see a healing. See, someone releasing the thoughts that pin them down, letting go. So, and it's an energy of being able to trust again. It's an energy of someone who's, I feel, taking a little, you know, some time out here to kind of reflect, going within here. Okay. So it looks like someone here has gone through a healing. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, now we have the King and Queen of Cups. So some of you, there's a beautiful energy, but others of you, I definitely feel if you're dealing with someone and you're on a break, okay, I feel it could be necessary for someone to take that time out to heal. They need to release all these things that pin them down, all this negative energy to bring in more joy and stability. But see, things have been kind of stuck with that energy because somebody here needs to let go. They need to heal. And it looks like somebody has for a lot of you here. They're going through the healing. And it could be both of you coming together. But look at the King and Queen of Cups. There's love here. See, now this could be a reflection on another person, a situation that's happened. So I feel it has to do with learning to trust again. Learning to put all your feelings out there, to be emotionally open. Okay? To connect on that emotional level. Someone may have done that before and got played by someone who took advantage or hurt them. Okay. So often, you know, people try, and I do see a Pisces energy here, but it's an energy of someone here who's, you know, like I say, trusting their inner knowing. I feel we have two people who already know and are actually focused on positive here. But some of you had someone who's kept a secret. There it is right there. They were hiding behind a mask. They kept all their feelings to themselves. They drank their own tears. And now they're single. So some of you, there could be a reconciliation because I do see a healing, but I also see two people healing, learning to trust again. Okay? It's an energy of not going into a situation until you can trust each other. That's what I feel overall a lot of this is for some of you. Yeah, see, we had someone here who wasn't telling the truth. They were keeping things to themselves. Somebody was being deceptive or just not, you know, it's an energy often where a person just doesn't tell you the things that you need to know. Okay? So there it is. Someone kept things to themselves. But you know, when you keep things to yourself and you don't trust, when it's time to take it to the next level, we have a person who rushes in, feeling enthusiastic and then starting to feel pressure. Somebody here may have been starting to feel pressure, okay, because of a situation that's happened before. So there it is. There's someone this is laying down the foundation, okay? See, this is there it's right there. It shows the foundation wasn't built. it has to be built on trust. So I do see a healing. So I don't know if this has to do with both of you, and it could be healing from past relationships, learning to trust again. But, you know, the secrecy with somebody here keeping things to themselves. And I feel like maybe you already know. Okay, maybe there's something you already know. Okay, maybe somebody wasn't faithful. Maybe they need to heal. Often it's an energy of forgiveness, because we see the Queen of Cups looking on the past with kindness and compassion. But it has to do with something that wasn't built on a solid foundation, because someone was keeping everything to themselves. They weren't sharing that they had trust issues. So it's about building the foundation on trust. Yeah. Some of you definitely, if you feel someone's hiding something, if you feel like there's a reason why, you know, you're not on the same page, it has to do with communication, obviously, because that's the Magician, communicating, manifesting through communication. But someone manipulated and they tried to control something and lost control. And they kept all their feelings to themselves. They drank their own tears. It was painful. Okay, they didn't get what they wanted. This is a person I feel who wanted something here. It's the energy of someone I feel learning to love again. So, yeah, others of you, like I say, there's a scenario of someone who's now single. They didn't get what they wanted because they didn't build the foundation. It wasn't solid, you see. So we have a person who's carrying a lot of baggage. Okay, someone here is definitely carrying some baggage here. It has to do with maybe a person was manipulated into marrying somebody and ended up carrying all the weight, working multiple jobs. Okay, so I feel there's baggage that need to be healed. See, before you lay down that foundation, before you commit. So I feel the message overall for those of you where you're taking things to the next level, maybe talking things through, making sure you're on the same page, maybe even talking prenup, hoping for the best, emotional fulfillment, but preparing for the worst because of situations that have ended painfully before. But I do see a situation ending, a painful period in someone's life. Why? Because they need to release baggage. And it's also an energy of, you know, somebody here pulling their weight, getting in a relationship with someone who doesn't pull their weight, where they get left, you know, doing everything. So, yeah. But it has to do with two people being responsible for their actions. Okay, being accountable for your actions, forgiving yourselves, healing that past, and letting it go. Yeah, I feel there's a need to talk and communicate before you take things to the next level. If you feel anything isn't quite right, and it may not be what it seems. Often this is an energy where, you know, it may not be what it seems. Okay, I actually feel someone here is feeling the love and they're keeping it to themselves because of a situation that's happened before. Yeah, see, 9 of Swords. It has to do with someone regretting. Someone has some regrets. I do feel there's an energy of unfounded fear as well because of a situation that ended. Someone definitely has a lot of regret here. Tell me about that. 9 of Swords. Yeah, see, healing. Someone needs to temper their thoughts. It's inner healing. This is someone going within, healing themselves from within. It's an energy of a person who's now feeling a situation can be successful. See, I feel it's someone who didn't have a successful relationship before. Somebody's pride got in the way. Maybe it's a person who couldn't be a good provider in a past relationship. And, you know, like I say, this is two people who share the day-to-day life responsibilities. They pull their weight, you see? But it's about being responsible, being accountable, and overcoming obstacles. I feel like this is two people who are going to overcome this. Okay, someone needs to let go of baggage. They need to go within and heal. But it's about tempering those thoughts. Okay? It's about learning to be patient, letting go of control, trying not to control things. See, someone's lost control here, and I feel that there's several scenarios, so please do just take what resonates. It's hard to separate it, but I can definitely feel two scenarios. Now, temperance, again, like I said, it's about being patient. Pulling back. If you feel something is off, trust your intuition. Like there's an energy of feeling something is off. See, it's a person I feel who doesn't trust easily because of a situation that's happened before. So that's why I feel putting all the cups on the table. It's about communication. To have a successful relationship, the ego needs to be released. Okay. I feel it has to do with somebody here wanting to be a good provider. Maybe somebody here couldn't provide, or they were in a relationship with somebody who put all the weight on their shoulders and they had to do everything. So there's definitely, like I say, unfounded fear. So it has to do with somebody pulling back, seeing things differently after healing, taking a break and healing. Wow. Yeah, there's an energy of change. See, this is changing for the better. Very positive. I also see financial growth. It's an energy of just kind of going with the flow, seeing what happens here. Yeah, I see a very positive change with someone. I don't know if you're on a break with someone you were seeing. You're about to take it to the next level. Maybe they felt pressured. Maybe they felt manipulated, vice versa. But it's a person I feel, and this is also often a person who doesn't like to tell somebody. They keep it to themselves. They don't, till the point where they kind of lose control here. See, it has to do with someone who's trying to control their emotions. So I feel there's definitely different scenarios, but this Page of Cups is often a person who drinks their own tears. They keep it all to themselves because they're afraid of maybe sacrificing something, okay? Afraid that, like I say, it's baggage, it's burdens. Someone who maybe feels they've already sacrificed enough. So if it is a prenup or an agreement, make sure if you have sacrificed a lot with somebody who didn't pull their weight, and and it could be the blame game, somebody blaming somebody else for exactly what they're doing, or two people blaming each other, and it could be from baggage from the past. Yeah, so now we have an Emperor. Now the Emperor is often someone who overcomes, so it has to do with someone manifesting life, overcoming. So there could be financial issues where someone feels they can't provide. Now, if you have been in a situation before where you sacrificed a lot, didn't say anything, you are accountable if you don't speak up, is what I feel like it's saying too, okay? Don't keep it to yourself. Put it out there. Don't be afraid to put that out there. Because often it's a person who's apprehensive of telling somebody how they feel. But I'm seeing the King and Queen of Cups both here. See, there's love here. There's a lovely connection. This is a couple. But the Emperor is, I definitely can see somebody worried about not being a good provider. But if you sign a prenup and then you spend a long time living with somebody and it doesn't work out and you end up single with nothing. Okay, so there's something to do with that too. Make sure that you are provided for. Make sure that you're provided for, because that's why I feel like you want to make sure you're going to spend years with somebody. If you sign a prenup and something happens, even if somebody cheats or they're not faithful, and the other person decides to move on to somebody else, you're not going to be provided for. So it's making sure that you are. Don't sacrifice if you've sacrificed before with someone who didn't pull their weight. So there's something to do with that here. And I feel like it's really, really important for someone to hear. Make sure you are. Don't let somebody, don't let somebody control this. Don't let somebody, take it to the next level, get married, move in together, only to find out that you've signed a prenup and they were sneaky. There's something in there that protects them and not you, where it's an energy of someone who something better comes along. They drop you like a hot potato for someone else and they leave you with nothing. That's one of the problems with prenups. Make sure it's fair. Okay? Make sure it's fair, that you're provided for. But it's about both people giving each other what they need, providing for each other. See, there's somebody here who's looking out for themselves, not the other person. So that's what it's been trying to say here. It's just hard to articulate. I can feel the energy, and but now I can see what's happening. So it's about sacrificing, okay? Not sacrificing with someone who doesn't pull their weight. If you've been in a relationship and you sacrificed and you gave and then it all fell apart and they didn't provide for you, they want to give you anything. They want to keep it all to themselves. See? So be really, really careful of that. Don't just sign a prenup. Make sure you're on the same page. Make sure that you look over things very carefully. Don't just give in to love, because you have to think about the bigger picture, the future. You see? Make sure things are written on a solid foundation, because it looks like things weren't written on a solid foundation. It wasn't built. There was a relationship not built on a solid foundation here. And it has to do with past. No prenup. Okay? So a prenup can save you, help you, protect you, but it can also, if you're not careful, you could have somebody with a negative King of Cups energy coming in, drops you like a hot potato once they get what they want, or things start to fall apart, there's fighting, or they decide to keep their options open. Very, very careful there. So look at all the possibilities, how this could play out, okay? So yeah, I feel like it may be a warning for somebody, but I also see it possibly working out between two people. See, it has to do with truth and success. I feel like we have someone here who may be more successful financially than they're saying. They could be hiding something, okay? So like I say, it's a person who looks out for themselves. And make sure, if you have someone who runs away every time it's time to take it to the next level, and then they come back around and do the same thing over and over again, you need to look at the fact that this person isn't willing to give up anything. They want you to sacrifice. So also watch out for the blame game, okay? And also if you decide to rush into this situation with this person, and things do fall apart and they drop you like a hot potato, it could be vice versa too. King and Queen of Cups both can do that. Anybody can do that. But it has to do with the truth, seeing the truth in a situation, okay, and getting the truth. Nothing but the truth. Justice and balance, being fair for both people. I feel a lot of this has to do with someone's regrets or unfounded fear to do with the past situation. I feel like we have a person who's afraid they're going to lose everything they worked for. Okay? And it could be both people, with that kind of thinking here. But really, if you've sacrificed and you've given, and you worked maybe multiple jobs, you took care of the house and the home, make sure you're looked after. Make sure that, you don't spend years with someone and then they decide to drop you like a hot potato for something better. Someone may be more successful. Okay? Really, really look at it. Truth. I actually feel someone could be keeping a secret here, that they're more successful than they say they are, because we have an Emperor. Now, it's often an energy of someone who rushed into a relationship before. They were manipulated and rushed into a relationship with someone, and then they ended up losing everything and having to start over. So, okay. So I feel really overall, I feel it's just telling you, everyone involved, to just pay attention, to be fair. Yeah, there could be children involved too. Okay, making sure the children are looked after, accountable for. Okay, could be somebody, we may have gotten, a person may have gotten pregnant and manipulated somebody to get married. Okay, so really watch out for that. Yeah, I feel there's just a lot of, there's some trust issues here about whether this is long term. But if you have a person who rushed in and then ran away, I feel this could be what's happening. Others of you, definitely, I feel there's an energy of taking it to the next level. I do see prosperity, abundance, financial stability possibly coming in. So it does look like committing, two people committing and being fair. Okay? Especially if there's children involved and it's a blended family. Someone may be trying to protect their children financially as well. Okay? but it has to do with truth, success, and victory. Some kind of truth's going to come out. Last one, yeah. See a cycle ending, a new cycle beginning. So I see truth and success, financial stability. I feel it has something to do with the timing. It's possible some of you may have somebody where the timing wasn't right. They felt they couldn't be a good provider. Maybe they were still providing for their children. Okay, so really watch. It's all about the future, looking into the future, thinking about it, looking at all the possibilities, okay? Taking a little pause. But I definitely feel we have, and it could be a reconciliation for some, but I feel it has to do with someone reconciling with themselves. I feel somebody has a lot of baggage here that they need to let go of. Okay, I actually feel two people here that share all their feelings, emotions, just lay it all on the table. And it has to go in both people's favor. I actually feel like it will. I actually feel like it will. But for some of you, you definitely have a person who wants things to go in their favor, an emperor. So look at that, okay? Some of you. Yeah. All right, Aries. I wish you guys the very best here. It does look positive. It's all about... There it is. This just came out when I'm talking. There it is, a fresh new start, a new opportunity. Somebody may want another chance. Some of you could have a person who wants to reconcile, okay? So I see this cup, two people drinking from the same cup, connecting. I feel it's going to go in both people's favor, okay? But definitely plan ahead. Look ahead. Look at how things could possibly play out. If you feel like something is off with someone, they have other options because they run away and when it's time to take it to the next level, maybe time to move on, okay? Because I feel you need to be careful here. Definitely different scenarios, but I definitely see positive for most of you, okay? Especially if you pay attention. See? Some of you are breaking free. It has to do, and maybe it's both of you or this other person, breaking free. Releasing the ego, you see, letting it go to have success. So there's some kind of change to do with how someone's thinking and feeling, okay? Take care, wish you the best, and bye for now.